Have you ever wondered about the legend of the Loch Ness Monster?
You've heard the legend and you've seen the photographs, but the question is, are they actually real?
Today we will travel to distant lands to prove that the Loch Ness Monster is in fact true and not a hoax.
Hello, I'm Maya Reisner from Drop the Mic, and I will be your host. And this is
Hannah Curry, a Nessiologist.
And this is
Olivia Adair, historian.
And today on Drop the Mic, we will be discussing Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Later on in this documentary, we'll be exploring the history of the Loch Ness Monster and the findings of the Loch Ness Monster.
We will also be interviewing people to learn more about the sightings of the Loch Ness Monster.
We will look in the lab a little bit later so that I can show you what I found.
With the past and with the present, we'll join them together to prove that Nessie is real.
Currently, Nessiologist Hannah Curry is working on the DNA found in Nessie's footprints. So you've seen this picture, right? Well, it's real, and here we are to tell you how.
Let's mosey on over to Nessiologist Hannah Curry to see what she's been up to. Hey, we're up here to check on the lab.
Hi, come on.
Hannah, tell us the evidence that you've gathered on Nessie.
So, in the past, we have found footprints that, taking a further look, we can clearly see that they're from Nessie. And you can see the palm, and she has 2 fingers on the sides of her palms, and then 2 fingers on the top of her palms. The 2 on the side we think are for stability, and then we don't know what the 2 on the top are for.
According to legend, the Romans came to northern Scotland in the early century AD, and that's when they came across a tribe called the Picts, which means painted people because they had so much tattoos all over their body. The Picts were known for loving animals, so they documented all of these different kinds of animals on stones, and that's where the first documented case of what they think is the Loch Ness Monster was found. There was a picture of an animal that the Romans saw that had a long beak, or what they called a neck, and that is, it had flippers instead of feet, and that's the first actual documented case of what everyone thinks is the Loch Ness Monster.
Based on past findings, we have concluded that the Nessie is larger than we first thought. The tail is 15 feet long, the head and neck is 12 feet long, and the entire body of the Nessie is 45 feet long.
We are examining further in what we can find in the footprints.
Based on our findings, the Loch Ness Monster only comes out when she can't be seen or when no one is near. But if you get lucky, you may be able to see Nessie when she comes up for air. Also based on our findings, Nessie has retractable feet so that she can go on land and swim in the water.
The loch in which Nessie lives is 1 mile wide and 22.56 miles long. The loch is located in the Scottish Highlands, and that is where we'll be traveling today. From the Scottish Highlands at Loch Ness, and we're going to try to find the Loch Ness Monster. Here at the Loch Ness, we have discovered that the Loch Ness Monster is half whale, half brontosaurus, and a tiny bit of lizard. In order to get more information on the Loch Ness Monster, we would have to get a live Nessie. But from the information we have gathered already, we are certain that it is real.
Hey, look! There it is!
I can't do it.
See it? Whoa, that was sure crazy!
It sure is chilly here at Loch Ness. Wait, what's that?
The Loch Ness Monster!
We're back at Drop the Mic headquarters, and we had a little technical difficulties there, so we'll get you back to that program now. This is an incoming call from Padilla McGee.
And we are going to be asking her a couple of questions on the sighting that she had with the Loch Ness Monster last summer. Hi Patty, how are you?
Hey.
I'm good.
So we just wanted to know a little bit about your sighting, and we know you're away from Scotland right now, so
Yes.
we just wanted to talk to you about your vacation and about the Loch Ness Monster. So what did you see?
Well, I was basically standing on the shore and I saw the head rise up out of the water, and it was really kind of amazing. And first came the head and then the body, and then I was a little scared, so I rushed back to the mainland shore, and I told my friends, and they still don't believe me. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's the last time I saw it.
So are you a believer now?
Yes.
I don't know. The facts I haven't found yet. I kind of looked more into it when I was on my plane ride home. I don't know. There's many conflicting facts.
So, like, if you weren't going to say that it was the Loch Ness Monster, what would you say that you saw?
I don't know. It looked like a whale. A lot like a whale. So
Was it long?
it was very big. It was like the size.
The size of a bus?
Yes.
Very nice. Okay, well thank you so much for your time, Patty.
Yeah, it's been great.
Okay, and make sure to tune into our show, Drop the Mic.
Yeah.
We're here talking to Catherine McCarthy, who saw the Loch Ness Monster.
She tweeted a picture about it in July of 2015.
Hi Catherine, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Could you tell us about the sighting?
Yeah, sure. Well, I was just at the cafe right there on the side of Loch Ness. My husband and I were there. We were just drinking coffee, and we were having a conversation. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this thing rising out of the water. And I turned around, and lo and behold, it just rose and rose and rose. It was enormous. It was very long, and it had humps all down the top and on its back. And it just grew and grew and grew. It was gray and long, and the neck was almost like dinosaur-like. And my husband and I were quite nervous, very long. And we actually stood kind of frozen in fear. We didn't know what it was. I don't.
That's
not
very
here
cool.
Before. I had to send a picture because I was so baffled by this.
So, are you a believer today of the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh, 100%. I saw it with my own eyes.
That's very
There's
nice.
pictures, and I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that it's real.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so it turns out you saw the Loch Ness Monster that we just saw over there.
I did.
So what did it look like?
It looked like a big dinosaur.
And did it have any humps?
Yes, it had one big one, I think it was, on the back. It was hard to tell. It was swimming away so fast.
So the camera didn't catch the Loch Ness Monster. So could you describe it a little bit more?
Scary. It was big, long neck, little head, flippers, and just a really long tail. And it was a dark green or brownish color, like nothing like I've ever seen before.
So we figured out that it was part whale, part brontosaurus, and part lizard. Would you say from what you saw that it looked like that?
Definitely. That explains a lot.
All right, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
You heard it, folks. The Loch Ness Monster is real.
100%. Could you tell us what you found inside the footprint?
We are still investigating what are inside, but we think that there's DNA.
Oh, really? Yeah. So could you show us how you would find the DNA?
Sure.
Interesting.
The first sighting that was in the newspaper was back in 1932 by a couple from London. They were in Scotland for the first time, and they were by the loch when they heard a lot of commotion in the water, and they looked down and they saw this back. What they described was like a whale's back breaching the surface, and that was in the papers the next day when they thought that they caught a couple of pictures.
Join us next time on Drop the Mic, where we prove that rhinos are actually unicorns in disguise. Loch Ness Monster found. Drop the mic.
According to the legend, oh my gosh.
It's no. Do you have any evidence that you gathered from the Loch Ness? What? Okay. The sun. Why is it? Wait.
In the past, we have found footprints from Nessie. Right?
You've heard the legend and you've seen the photographs, but the picture.
A tiny bit of lizard. Hannah.
Make sure to turn the microphone.
Based on past
findings.
Hannah, tell us more on the evidence that you've gathered on Nessie.
So, what was I gonna say?
We found the Loch Ness Monster. It's tiny. Of the hand-looking item.
Nice.
Drop the mic.
Don't bite it. So we've just got an incoming call from Patty McGee.
Let's redo that.
Do you
Do you want to practice run real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so one. What do you get now?